We live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the first ever edition of Under the Lights here in Opelousas, Louisiana. We are broadcasting live tonight from our gold sponsor, a proud sponsor, Year 2. Back on board, I'm very excited to have this man here, this young lady here on board again for this 2023 football season. It's going to be an exciting season, and we didn't think of a better place than to start it right here at the Crawfish House and Grill in Opelousas, Louisiana, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a great show tonight. We're broadcasting right indoors. We're going to meet the staff. We're going to let these guys talk about this platform here, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I got the staff back together, and Under the Lights is ready to go. We got jamborees happening tonight. We got jamborees happening tomorrow. Week 1 is right there. We got some great food that we get to eat tonight, and I can't wait for these guys and this young lady to talk about this place. Go ahead and introduce yourself, who you are, and this place here, personally.
My name's John Womack. I was raised in Opelousas, born and raised here. My grandfather owned the Steamboat Warehouse in Washington, and then after 20 years, this came up for sale. I bought this, and I've been here about a year, 15 months now. It's just been in the family thing. So,
You work here, are you head manager?
Yes, I'm Isabella DeLuca. I've been head manager here for about a year now. I'm here pretty much every day with him. We're always coming up with new ideas and new concepts for the restaurant.
And let me go right into it. A brand new menu, if I'm not mistaken. So was that something that you wanted to implement this year? Have a fresh look?
yeah, after buying from the previous owner, we went off of their menu, saw how it went for the year, made changes to it, and now we're into a new menu that we're going to try run until December 31st. So by January, we're probably going to be updating again, just to see what people like, what the community asks for. They give us their suggestions, and we're pretty much open to their ideas.
Hours of operation. If they want to come get some great food, how can they come to this building here? What times, what days?
We're open Sunday through Friday for lunch, 11 to 2, and then Tuesday through Saturday from 5 to 9.
And how long have you worked here?
About a year now. I just made a year.
And it's been a great experience.
Oh,
You
yeah.
meet some great people here.
This is the best job I've had, and I've had my fair share. And this job, I'm happy every day as soon as I leave. So.
And tonight, we get to meet the staff. How about that? They're a great staff to work
Oh,
with.
it's definitely a great work environment. Everybody clowns, everybody jokes, but when it's time to get the work done, we get it done.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Crawfish House in Opelousas, Louisiana, with the owner, the head manager. We're fixing to go meet the rest of the staff, and then I got the guys ready in there. They're ready to talk some football. So let's go ahead and meet the staff at this time. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming out.
Honored to be here tonight at our gold sponsor, and that's a big deal. So thank you for tuning in. Let's go meet the rest of the staff. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 staff members still here on duty cleaning up. Restaurant just closed down. I want to go ahead and let these young adults here introduce themselves here at the Crawfish House, starting right here in my left.
Hi, I'm Tina. I'm Kate. And I'm Megan.
And how long have you been here at the Crawfish House?
I've been here for 5 years.
Wow.
I've been here for 3.
And how about those experiences of the people that you meet here, the great food that's served? Talk to me a little bit about this place before we go on.
It's great. We have a lot of usuals here. You know, we have people that come every week, every Wednesday, every Saturday. They come for the food and for the servers. They like to get to know the staff and like the managers and talk to everybody.
Well, it's just a small restaurant. Like she said, we have a whole bunch of usuals, and they're just great, kind people. We don't really have any, angry or upset people at all. So
crawfish season is busy in crawfish. Every Friday and Saturday, especially during Lent.
So they got some great food here, seafood wise. When crawfish season is around, they got to come check you guys out if they've never been here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank y'all for sitting in with me today. I'm gonna let y'all finish cleaning up. I know y'all ready to get home, but it's an honor to be here today.
Thank you.
I think it's on you. Why you want to come sit?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm fixing to bring some food out here. I know these guys back here are hungry, but look at this. Big Cody, you can get a zoom in of what's going on right now.
Actually, he just ate one.
And he just got done eating this. Let's talk about these three items that just hit the table. Talk to me about these three. This is a special dish here at the Crawfish House.
These are two of our top dishes. The Lafayette, which is a redfish topped with a seafood cream sauce, and two sides. That's one of our top sellers as far as for house entrees. We also have the Cajun Girl Po' Boy, which has been known staple dish here since probably 2010, since the restaurant opened. So it's something we kept here, buying it, and moving forward. It's always been a top dish. It's going to stay a top dish. It's just a stuffed po' boy bread with crab meat, crawfish, shrimp, and sauteed vegetables.
This is a household dish here. You see
Oh,
it
yeah.
go out the kitchen a lot.
Oh yeah, and I mean we take this dish and we modify it so many different ways just to make our own special thing. That's what we're really known for.
Okay.
People come in, they ask, "What's your best seller?" That's my go-to that I'm gonna tell them.
Okay.
Now, also what you see here, Jordy, is one of our newest items that we have on the new menu.
Right here in the middle.
That's a stuffed potato.
Okay.
We do three different kinds. We do a cheeseburger potato. We do a Cajun Girl potato, which is the same stuffing from the po' boy in the potato. And this is the crawfish etouffee potato. That's one of the top sellers.
And we work our way down.
Yes.
And what we have here? We already announced it.
That's the Cajun Girl po' boy. That's what. Yes.
Okay. Good.
And then the Lafayette.
In the Lafayette. So 3 great dishes here at the Crawfish House. But ladies and gentlemen, the menu is stacked with food here to order. They got a bar right here to our right. You can go get a drink here. So it's a family type of atmosphere. And if you want some good food throughout the week, on the weekend, this is the place to be here in Opelousas, Louisiana.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And how about this new thing this coming season? If you would like to share, we talked about this in your office.
Right.
We said, hey, you're getting on board again. It's a gold package. It means a great deal to myself and the rest of the team for Under the Lights. And you're going to be broadcasted the whole season, 15 weeks, however many we get. But you're going to have your logo displayed, and we're going to get this baby promoted throughout the year.
Right.
So, but we came up with an idea in your office and said, what if? What?
What we came up with was basically player of the week.
Okay.
For every week, any game that y'all decide, for the player of the week, they'll get a free meal on us.
Okay.
We'll give them a coupon. We'll give them to you. You can pass them out however you please, and they can come here. Their meal will be free on us, whatever they want to eat.
Yes. So whoever we covering on that Thursday or Friday night,
Right.
and we go hand player of the game honors out on that field, I'm gonna hand these guys a coupon also. Hey, your meal is paid for at the Crawfish House thanks to our gold sponsor.
Absolutely.
What a great honor it is to have these guys on board. We're gonna have about 20 player of the games this year. They're gonna be real hungry on during the season, and this is the place to go
That's
honor.
fine. We'll honor it.
Anything else you want to say about the place here, your staff here, before we get on with the football talk?
I mean, we've been here 15 months. We're making improvements as we go. We just want everybody to support us and come out We have a great staff. Everybody likes the staff. They've been here for a while. Y'all just come out and support us. I mean, we're right here at 1214 South Union Street in Opelousas. We're always here.
Yes, sir. And last final words before we close this one out about this place.
It's a one-of-a-kind restaurant that you can't get. It's local, it's good food, good hospitality. You just can't find it anywhere else.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you now, this staff here will be here a lot this year. This won't be our last broadcast here at the Crawfish House, and it won't be our last time eating this year because they got some really good food here in St. Landry Parish. And once again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's an absolute honor to be here today.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about the staff here at the Crawfish House? Thank you so much for tuning in and getting to hear the message here at the Crawfish House. Let's get into some football, ladies and gentlemen. How about we bring out the Under the Lights staff and we get this ball rolling because we got some week 0 football to talk. Get excited, ladies and gentlemen. Under the Lights is back. Here comes the staff. Come right here, big dog.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Ready, guys?
We're back.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Under the Lights Week 0 edition. It's a great feeling. I had a little extra step in my bounce this morning when I knew that the guys will be back together for another year. I mean, we don't have everybody here, but we got a good bit of everybody here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Week 0 to talk about. Jamborees throughout the state of Louisiana going on tonight, going on tomorrow night, going on Saturday. It's just gearing you up for Week 1. That's right around the corner next week. We got some loaded matchups. We're going to talk Week 1 matchups. Which ones are the top 10? We're going to talk about districts in the state of Louisiana close to us. We're going to pick our district champions tonight. We're going to talk about state champions from a year ago. Will they repeat? Will we have some new blood? Who's getting back? We lost our favorite player on this panel. Trey Holly graduated, went on down to LSU. A lot of guys on here, that was their favorite player. Will we have a new favorite player tonight? We'll find out. We'll talk about the season preview. We'll talk about games that we're going to, teams, stadiums, playoffs. What's going on with the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen? Big news hit this week. We're going to discuss it. We're going to give our point of views on it. Jesus, 42 people already in this baby. Let's freaking go.
Yeah, buddy.
I think it's time to let these guys talk. I done said enough. We introduced the staff here. How excited are you to be back here tonight? And how excited are you for another Under the Lights football season starting right here with my man, Big Cody?
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what the season unfolds.
And introduce yourself.
Cody Fontenot.
Holden?
That's it?
That's it.
That's it.
What I tell y'all every year, like the McDonald's McRib, we back, baby. I ain't got no introduction because y'all know who I am.
Mr. Holden Lee.
What? You know me, guys. I'm Gary Swallow, and I'm ready for another season of Under the Lights. Can't wait to get to the stadium and start calling some football games and talking some football tonight.
Alex Fontenot, year 3 with Under the Lights. Appreciate Jordan for having me back.
Football time in Louisiana. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jordan Taylor. My wife's there in the corner with my son Espen. He just made 2 big part of this program. I want to thank her for allowing me to chase this dream each and every year. So a great honor to have a wife like that in my corner.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we announce week 1, where we will head Thursday, where we will head Friday, how about we break a little news tonight? Nobody knows this. I didn't share it with anybody, but I'm sure everybody will be on board with this, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, brand new member to the Under the Lights staff. Congratulations, Mr. Alex Fontenot. You're in full time, sir. Congratulations.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all having me.
That's it.
And now we go week 1. Thursday night football, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and make that announcement now.
Let's do it.
You good, big dog?
You need me to get something?
Ooh, man, my buddy got a new lick on his way.
Gary, hype up this matchup before I put it on the table.
Oh, man, let me tell you something about this matchup. This matchup is going to be explosive. A lot of new coaches getting involved and stuff, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be exciting. We got tradition and we got a rebuild. I think it's going to be an exciting ball game. Can't wait to see it. Jordy, bring those boys in here. Let's get them pumped up and going.
See if I can fix
Oh,
the camera.
got to get it.
Right there.
There we go. We have Catholic High of Point Coupee and Bunkie High School to start things off.
Ladies and gentlemen, week 1, Thursday night football. The crew is headed down to Bunkie, Louisiana. How about a good old-fashioned matchup? 2 brand new head coaches in this system. Bunkie, talented football team.
Right.
Catholic of Point Coupee, very physical, hard-nosed football team. When these 2 clash on Thursday night of week 1, we'll bring you play-by-play, full action from Thursday night football. I'll be there. I'll be glad to give the state something to watch on Thursday night. A great ball game indeed. Thank you to Coach Jimmy over there at Bunkie for allowing us to be there that night. Coach at Catholic of Point Coupee, great friend of ours. So 2 great coaches, 2 great coaching staff, 2 great programs.
Right.
Gonna battle it out on Thursday night football.
Is this the first time we get a chance to go to Bunkie?
First time.
First time to a new stadium that we're going to be at, covering them. Can't wait to see it. A lot of tradition, and I think it's going to be a great ball game.
Absolutely. Bunkie, Catholic of Point Coupee, live on Under the Lights next Thursday, 7 p.m. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a hell of a matchup.
I think so.
Get your popcorn.
Big Cody, let's switch these babies out and let's talk a little bit about Friday night football. Where are we headed next Friday?
This is going to be an exciting matchup for us, guys.
Braden said Catholic of Point Coupee fell 15-14 to Episcopal of Baton Rouge tonight, had a 14-0 lead. So
Whoa,
big
impressive.
news there.
Look
Yeah.
at Braden. Remember that's
Braden, my dog, back
Yeah.
again.
We don't know who he is, but
Yeah.
he's a stud. He's a stud.
Hey, he's got it, man.
Yes, indeed. How about we go Friday night football? Me and Mr. Gary talked about this matchup and the reasons behind how we wanted to go there.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we had someone pass away earlier in the year, and Big Cody played, I played there, and you've been walked the sidelines. So it's just a great honor to go and honor this man.
Correct.
Coach Duke passed away not too long ago. You know he was always on the sidelines. We want to be there and honor Coach Duke on the very first game that he won't be there on that sideline.
Right.
So it also will be Coach Brent Angel's debut as head football coach here at the school we're going to. So we want to see what's in store for the 2023 season. We want to honor Coach Duke, and we want to see the debut there.
Right.
Great friendship with head football coach at the opposing team this year, and met him on the UTL Stadium tour. So I got mad respect for both programs. 2 state champions meeting on Friday night. Bring them up, Big Cody. Ladies and gentlemen, Friday Night Football, live at Red Devil Stadium. It will be the Livonia Wildcats. It will be the Port Barre Red Devils. Live on Under the Lights. 7 p.m. kickoff. You're not going to want to miss that one. It's gonna feel weird not seeing Coach Duke there,
Right.
Big, Mr. Gary, Big Cody. I know it meant a great deal to y'all guys on a personal level. So just to go honor him that night means everything to this platform. And let's talk about the matchup, starting with Holden.
I'm actually looking forward to it because actually I finally have weekends off now. So next weekend it actually falls off on my off weekend, so I'll be able to come and hang out with y'all. I actually messaged Coach Angel personally about helping out with the program on some stuff, and he's a really nice guy, and I like his energy that he's brought. And I'm actually really looking forward to watching the game. Like you and Jordy, like I've actually been talking about him. So
I can't wait to see what Angel brings to the program. I think he's going to do good for the Port Barre football team.
Jordy, I'm gonna tell you, I'm excited to see what he does. Just in, he's been around the program for a while, but he wasn't the head coach. Now he's actually the boss. I like his changes that he's made. I like his staff that he's put together. I just like everything, all his energy, like y'all said. Yeah. But also, I'm gonna tell you, he respects the tradition. I don't know if you mentioned this, but they're going to actually, in memory of Coach Dupe, they're going to actually have Dupe on their coaching shirts. Yeah. In memory of Coach Dupe, and I'm going to tell you, that means more to me than you know.
Yeah. I know it chokes you up, Mr. Gary, so thank you for sharing that with us. Coach Dupe was the principal at Port Barre. He was a coach there at Port Barre, so he's been a great deal to that program, and it's extremely tough to say that we lost him this year.
And he's also a graduate of Port Barre.
Correct.
He's an original graduate of Port Barre before he got into coaching and everything. He went to school and played for the Devil.
I'm just asking, are they doing something for him or
they're going to have his name embroidered on their coaching shirts.
I don't know
I don't know about anything else.
I don't know if they want to say it now, but they're doing something to the scoreboard to honor him. So just be on the lookout for week 1.
That's cool.
Yeah. But Livonia, Coach Laborde there at Livonia has done a great deal to turn that program out in a short period of time. Right. So we're excited to see those guys in action Friday night. They got great tradition there in the early 2014s and 15s. Yeah. Right. Great players have come from that program. And he's excited for the year. I can't wait to call this one down the middle.
Right, most definitely.
Whoever wins at the end of the night, I'm going to shake both coaches' hands, and I'm going to go present a player of the game honors, and we're going to go talk some recap show that night.
Correct, yes. Livonia's always had lately they were down a little bit, but they've had a good, solid program for a while, and I think it's going to be an exciting game because they're both rebuilding, and they got a lot of new energy on both teams. So I'm looking forward to some excitement.
It's going to be a game.
Yes.
How about some shout-outs, ladies and gentlemen, throughout the state of Louisiana that has been good to this platform that we have associated with and just support on a daily basis or throughout the year. I just want to say thank you to those guys. I want to say good luck this upcoming season to a few of these guys. And before we go into that, first off, I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, if you got any electricity problems, Neil's Electric. And if he's watching tonight, shout out to my father-in-law, and also happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Neil.
Happy birthday, Mr.
I saw that earlier.
Ladies and gentlemen, Great Airs Master Promotions, my mother-in-law's place here in Opelousas. They do a great deal. They get us some gear for the season. Shirts, or white shirts, are fixing to come in. I'm very excited about them. Some long sleeves, baby. We're ready for the winter if it shows up.
I hope it does.
Yeah, I'm ready for this cold weather stuff. We don't need no more hot.
Shout out to my boy JB down there in the New Orleans area, I think it is, wherever Shaw is.
Yeah.
Am I close?
Shaw. No, that is New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah, New Orleans.
JB and the 3 guys that he on his platform. How about the Hash It Out show? Those guys do a tremendous job bringing you high school football from that area and talking to people throughout the weeks. They have really caught my attention and been really great friends to myself throughout this summer. So I want to say shout out to JB and the Hash It Out show. Much love, brother. A couple photographers this year, keeping your eye out for, how about Ricky Obb Photography? Support him this year, does great work. Full Frame Photography also does great work. Coach O Photography with Mr. Michael does great work. Touched by Grace Photography and Videography does great work. Dwight Yoden out of Eunice does great work. So that's just a few of many photographers in the state of Louisiana that we want to say thank you to. Your hard work does not go unnoticed. And we can't wait to see what's in store for the 2023 season. Because you guys do an outstanding job on Friday nights taking some photos of those athletes.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
At this time, I want to give a big, big shout out to Hunter Bauer and Go Preps, the man of high school football in the state of Louisiana, the man of high school athletics in the state of Louisiana is Go Preps, ladies and gentlemen. All things high school sports, go follow that page. Go Preps will not let you down. They're the best in the business, and I will continue to say that on any given day. Thank you, Hunter Bauer, for being a great friend to us, a great friend to myself, and everyone that's sitting here today. I want to send a shout out to AB Films. Boy, they've been doing some great work over the summer, highlighting these high school teams by doing pictures and video of like what's would you call it whenever they have the smoke and all the light shows and stuff and those guys.
Effects.
Special effects.
Special effects.
Yeah, it's something in that nature, but they've done a real good job promoting these high schools this summer. Those guys have done a great job for Vermillion Catholic, Westgate, and the surrounding areas in last year. So AB Films, go follow them on social media. Whips T-shirts down in Crowley, Louisiana, ladies and gentlemen. He does our player of the game plaques. Big Whip getting us ready with some Holly's Lock of the Week T-shirts. So get ready. Holly's Lock of the Weeks. Let's go. Y'all remember that moment. Shout out to 446 Sports down up north. I said down up north, but up north. He's got a few teams on his platform that he's covering this year, so give them a follow, give them a like. 446 Sports, bringing you great action of high school football up north. K104 Down Scoreboard Show every Friday. Go follow those guys. They do a tremendous job up north. And one more that I would like to touch on. Under the Lights sends their condolences to number 5 on the Zydeco Spice, who recently passed earlier this week. We're great friends with Dr. Ben and everyone that's involved with that program. So
that was a shock.
So I want to say from everyone here, we're sorry for the passing of number 5 for the Zydeco Spice and all women's team here in Louisiana that plays football. Before I get to my next point, ladies and gentlemen, I got 2 guys here on this platform, Gary Swallow, Alex Fontenot. Talk about Taekwondo martial arts. Talk about Bird's Eyes Insurance for me.
Do it first.
Yeah, agent with Bird's Eye Insurance. You know, rates are through the roof with you know, the economy, inflation, and storms and fires and everything. Look, if you think you're paying too much, give me a call. Sometimes we can save you, sometimes we can't. It's been really good being able to save people money and make sure they're protected right. Because, you know, on your worst day when a fire comes rolling through, a hurricane comes rolling through, you want to make sure, you know, when you wake up the next morning, your house is messed up, you're getting paid, you know, for what you got. And we can keep some money in your pocket. So give me a call. Got all my business stuff on my profile. So Alex Fontenot. Appreciate Jordan for having me here.
Mr. Gary.
And I'm Gary Swallow with Tiger Rock Martial Arts here in Opelousas. Been teaching martial arts since 1988 in the Opelousas area. Been around for many, many years. Trained many champions in as far as competition and many great students. And we look forward, if you're interested or have a child that's interested, ages 4 years old and above, we'd love to have you come down and try a class, see how you like it, and then we can go from there.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a split panel here. Everyone has a full-time job. Everyone's out at different places throughout the Louisiana, but when football season comes, this panel finds their way back, and we just love this moment of high school football season, and we want to thank everyone that's in the chat tonight that has been great followers throughout our years here. So thank you, everyone. Anybody wants to say anything before we move on? Good?
We're good. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, week 1. We're going to talk top 10 games in week 1. We're going to talk rivalry week. We're going to talk about some of our favorites from week 1 that we're going to keep a real close eye on. Let's talk about these matchups, okay?
Yeah,
everybody dive in with me here. Don't let me hog the mic. Rivalry week, ladies and gentlemen. How about the T Cotton Bowl? Ville Platte, Sacred Heart. That's been a great tradition. That's been many years, and it's made ESPN. Those fan bases love that matchup, and we are very new to it, but we enjoy it also.
Oh, most definitely. That rivalry has been in existence since I remember. You know, so it's years and years, and I'm gonna tell you, it is awesome to see that rivalry continue, and it's just exciting to see. It's very important in Ville Platte.
Yeah,
Holden, how about the Battle of the Berry? Big time matchup between New Iberia Senior High and Westgate. It's the Battle of the Berry Trophy. I mean, it's been owned the last few years by a certain team. What can you speak on the Battle of the Berry?
Well, just from recently really getting into all this, I mean, obviously Westgate has had the upper hand, but I mean, you got nothing but D1 athletes, even at both schools playing. Yeah, New Iberia have been down, but they still produce good athletes, and that's an environment I would like to go see one day.
Yeah, the whole town of New Iberia shows up to, even though one team may be down, one team may be up, or if they're right there neck to neck on the seasons, that community shows up and supports both programs, and they love that matchup.
They've had some good athletes come out of New Iberia.
Alex.
Yes, sir.
Battle of the Fail. How about West Feliciana versus East Feliciana week 1? That's something there.
Man, I'll tell you, I'm myself pretty familiar with West Feliciana, and I don't know, they've been pretty dominant. I think East Feliciana would have had a good chance to stay competitive with them if they wouldn't have lost Mr. Tradez to Zachary, but man, it's always a heated rivalry. There's plenty of talent up there. I mean, they fed different up there. You know, big, fast, strong D1. I mean, you go to Feliciana Parish and you're just looking at D1. So look out, it could be fireworks.
You know what's funny? They got two LSU commits on both of those schools, right?
One of them
Tradez went to Zachary.
Who did?
Tradez Green, the big tight end.
So the safety is at
the quarterback / safety is at Westfield.
Joel Rogers.
Yeah. So
wow,
talent all over the field. I mean, two rivalries not far from each other. I mean, it should be a good one no matter what.
Mr. Gary,
Yo.
favorites of week 1 before we even get to the top 10 games.
Okay.
We're keeping a close eye on these matchups, ladies and gentlemen. Welsh at Kinder, you experienced the rivalry there in person with myself.
Right.
It's something to see. Those communities, those teams, they want to get after each other, and they love to play each other. But if you lose that game, you're gonna hear about it.
Oh man, you want to talk about a rivalry that means something. I mean, and when the losing team, it eats at them for a year till they play again. It's just one of those rivalries that is so awesome to have something mean so much to a community.
Correct.
And I mean, and they do, and the fans get into it. It's just so awesome to watch.
Hey, if my buddy from Oak Grove is watching tonight, them Vikings are coming up north to Monroe to play the defending state champs. What a storied program at Oak Grove, ladies and gentlemen. It should be a great matchup. Can the Vikings keep up with Oak Grove next week? That'll be a huge test. We're going to keep an eye out. We got a fired up coaching staff over there. Got some really good talent. So we're going to keep a close eye on that one next week. Basile Lake Arthur, we love this matchup. We love both teams. Good coaching staff there. somebody's got to win at the end of the day. I can't wait to see what happens after 4 quarters and who's going to start 1-0 this year.
That's going to be a big game for both teams to get started.
You know what
on the
I
right
hate?
foot.
Whenever you got to pick against them because the fans let you know.
Oh, don't worry. We know about it real good because they get on us real good. Whenever you didn't pick us last week, so, yeah.
Like imagine if both of them played each other, which
Yeah.
it wouldn't happen. But imagine if they did.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Basil and Fort Barry play week 8, so
Oh, that's gonna be a tough.
That's what I'm saying.
Where's it at?
We're gonna be like
it's Basil's homecoming. So imagine what myself is going to get that night.
Oh yeah.
Iowa and Iota. That's a hell of a matchup, ladies and
Right,
gentlemen.
you're right.
David and Goliath.
They play their story programs. One of them was in the semis last year. Iota coming off of a district championship. So when those two teams meet, you know they love their football at both of those schools.
You're
We
right.
gotta ask Stephen Miller how they look this year.
I went over there and I looked at this team at the practice field. I talked to 4 of their seniors on this team. They're hungry. They're ready. Iowa, they want to finish the job that they left in the semis last year.
Right.
So we will see.
They lost a lot of seniors, huh?
I don't know. I know they got a transfer coming in to play quarterback, so keep an eye out on there.
It's gonna be an interesting
They're always
year.
a good team.
Comes from prep.
Right.
Charles
Iowa.
College Prep.
Iota's always good, but Iowa's just always
Yeah,
in there.
it's like they reload every year. They just
So much
doing
talent.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
much
talent in that
That
area.
I-10 corridor, man, it's just,
Yeah, just-
it's
Well,
just filled with
LSU
talent.
has a kid that went to Iowa, Andre Sam.
Right, most definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, these next 2 matchups, holy cow, physicality at its finest. 4 teams, my bad. I said 2 matchups. 4 teams that just love to run it right at you and play smash mouth football. And who's going to win the trenches on week 1? I mean, you got Eunice versus Church Point. It don't get any nastier in the trenches than that, ladies and gentlemen. You got Leesville versus Jennings. That's Xavier Ford over there at Leesville, ladies and gentlemen. You know what type of tailback he is over there. Jennings, brand new head football coach. Nothing's going to change over there. They're still going to be talented. They're still going to run it right at you and be very good Bulldog football team.
Right.
2 great matchups. Run it right at you. Play physical brand of football. Let's see what defense steps up those 2 games there.
Right.
It'll be interesting too. Church Point has a new head coach, so
Yes.
it'll be a good
Right.
test for the rest of that district to see.
Final score,
what they
Jamboree
got.
action. ERAF beats Eunice tonight, 29-20.
Wow.
Hello, baby.
Is that they split their team though, don't they?
Iowa got 2 wins tonight. Eunice brings their JV to Donald Gordner
So
tomorrow.
that was their varsity that
yes,
was
sir.
playing.
Yes,
Wow,
sir.
interesting.
9-7 and 7-0. That's some good games right there for Iowa. They play Jennings
Right.
tonight. They play Sam Houston tonight. Hey, keep the scores coming into the chat. Let's find out what's going on throughout the state of Louisiana. 5 minutes left to go in that jamboree between Abbeville and Church Point.
Wow.
Coach Moy, very excited about that program down in Abbeville. Next matchup, ladies and gentlemen, Northside Vikings heads on down to Northwest High School. Next week, we got a talented running back over there, Mr. Bonnet.
Right.
Going down and play a new revamped offense. They're back in the spread at Raiderland. Talk to me about that matchup, what the Raiders need to do to get off to a 1-0 start.
They're going to have to play very disciplined, take care of the ball. Northside always has talent. That Northside of Lafayette is filled with talent. And they have the coaching staff. They have a few LCA coaches that came over, some good names that are running that program over there. So expect them to be a well-improved team. They could surprise some people this year. So, for Northwest to take it, they're going to have to be disciplined, not turn over the ball, and, trust everything that their coaches say, because they'll need it to overcome the physical advantage that Northside has over.
Hey, final score. One of the jamborees tonight, Neville beats Sterlington 21-14.
Whoa.
I'm about to call my man down there in Neville. I know he's excited after tonight. 2 more matchups we're keeping a close eye on next week, ladies and gentlemen. ERAF just picked up a big win tonight. They're going to play at Lowerville next week. 2 great teams there. ERAF has a talented quarterback on that football team. That's a game changer there.
Correct.
Franklin at Breaux Bridge next week. Breaux Bridge coming off of a quarterfinal appearance a year ago. Franklin loaded with athletes all over the field. Can Breaux Bridge slow down the Hornets on Friday night? That's something to keep a close eye on. They're going to feed off of the momentum of how they ended last year. So keep a close eye on now that game. Can Breaux Bridge pick off where they left off, or can Franklin get it going early?
Jared told me he had a talented quarterback this year.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
How about we announce top 10 games of week 1 next week? No particular order, okay? Fellas, I want you to dial in with me. I want you to listen to these matchups and just get excited. Get the blood flowing in you. Get those goosebumps to start stepping up, because we're here. Week 1 is right there. It's week 0. You get a little taste tonight. One last dress rehearsal. Let's listen to these matchups, because we got to pick them next week, unfortunately.
Next week, not now.
These 10.
Next week.
These 10, you got to somehow pick a winner next week.
Right.
We're going to start off. Warren Easton. Terrible news. Banned from the playoffs, so you know they have a bad taste in their mouth. They're going to go all the way to Ruston next week. Warren Easton at Ruston. What a game.
You know what they say, a team that has something like that happen, if we can't go, you can't go, they're going to want to spoil a lot of seasons this year.
That's
yes,
right.
indeed. I thought the same thing right there. They're pissed off. They're motivated. They want to go 10-0 now. You can't get in the playoffs. Let's go 10-0.
They want to say put an asterisk by this state championship because we wasn't there.
That's another two LSU commits going at each other too.
Yes.
Man.
Next matchup, ladies and gentlemen, Homer and Union Parish. Another date. Last year, that one came down to like a 4-point win for Union Parish. Homer was in the state title last year. Union Parish was in the state title last year. Both of them runner-ups.
Right.
You know that is not a good feeling. Both teams wants to get off to a great start to start their season, and they want to get right back into the dome. They want to go finish the mission, but they got to go through each other to start this season off. Talk to me about Homer, Union Parish. How excited are you for that one?
I'm ready to see what happens after Trey Holland.
Correct.
Who's the next? That's what I'm ready for.
And you know, we talked last year. They had high hopes for their their young man coming up behind him, and this is his time to shine, to show and let everybody say, hey, Trey's gone. It's my turn now. And that's the key.
He got some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, he does have very big shoes to fill.
And things probably are not going to change over there. They're going to line up with their huge offensive line, and they're going to run the football right at you.
Right.
And you look at Homer, they got athletes all over the field, so will they try to match up with Homer next week? We'll see. Sterlington has a date with West Monroe.
Oh, my goodness.
They played last year. We know how that game ended. Two teams coming off of seasons that they want to forget because they're used to playing for titles at both programs. So you know they want to get back into title contention this year. Sterlington, West Monroe, huge matchup out the gate.
Where's that at?
That's going to be at West Monroe. West Monroe, brand new head football coach.
Right.
So keep an eye out on that one. Can he start his career at West Monroe 1-0?
That's hard to win over there.
Right, it is. But you know how I feel about West Monroe. West Monroe is one of my favorite high schools in the state of Louisiana. Always has been, always will be. But Sterlington, I got a lot of respect for Sterlington because we've watched them a few times.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, that's going to be an interesting contest. That is going to be one worth watching.
Yes.
I remember back in my day playing ball, that's all you heard about West Monroe, Evangel, John Curtis.
Right.
Them 3 schools.
Right.
Next matchup, ladies and gentlemen, of our top 10 for next week, Madison Prep Chargers headed down to take on Brother Martin. State runner-ups welcomes in the Chargers. You talking about big-time playmakers on and off the field. We got a final. Karen Crow beats Notre Dame tonight, 15-7.
Whoa!
Hello.
Okay, Karen Crow.
Go ahead.
See you, Karen Crow.
Exit
4.
Go ahead,
Madison
Coach.
Prep
Coach Tony, go for it.
versus Brother Martin. Should be a great matchup. Brother Martin might have taken a loss of players from a year ago. Madison Prep was a young group, rebuild it, and they should take a huge step here in 2023. I'm excited to see the final on that matchup.
you're gonna. That's where you're gonna see the experience coming in, and then the youth. You know, how can that tradition and that youth
Surprised y'all ain't took a fly
handle you know the little bit more experience coming in.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting.
Next on the top 10, ladies and gentlemen, here's number 5. Them Notre Dame Pios are going to head down to the defending district champions of that really talented district of the Southside Sharks. What a step they've taken in the last few years. Southside's the real deal, and they're ready to go finally find their way into the Dome. I mean, are they still 2-3 years away, or is this the money year? But before they can go any further to New Orleans, they got to go take on the Notre Dame Pios. And you know Coach Cook is going to have his team ready to go after tonight's loss.
But I'm going to tell you, Coach Cook's going to do it. But I tell you what, Coach Fontenot at Southside is going to have his team ready. That man has done so much in such a short period of time with that program. That's going to be an awesome and exciting ball game.
They just get better every year.
Every year, yes, sir.
I don't know who orchestrated these matchups, but if you close your eyes and took away the visions, you could play state. These are all state championship games.
You're right.
All state championship quality games. You know, this is unbelievable.
I mean,
every year it gets better.
And this is week. This is
Week
going to
one.
be week one.
Week 1.
Week 1.
Hey, big time matchup that happened tonight down in Lafayette. LCA knocks off Lake Charles College Prep 21-7. Juwan Johnson show is in full speed, ladies and gentlemen. What he did in the playoffs last year, Holden, was remarkable. What he did in the Superdome last year was crazy.
Correct.
I can't wait to see what's in store from Mr. Johnson at
Their
LCA.
defense is nasty.
It's reloaded, baby. They just reload. That's all they do.
Lake Arthur gets a big win tonight over Washington Marion, 8-6. We wanted high school football back so bad. It stayed hot for like 40-something days. And then I heard down in Sulphur, Louisiana, there was a lightning delay. That made everything back up. You ain't had rain in 40, 50 days. But we're going to start the high school football season with a lightning delay. Come on now. Throw that in the long grass.
I tell you what, if it's going to be hot, it's okay to be hot watching football. I'd rather be hot watching that than sitting at home, you know.
Hey, I got a matchup for you, ladies and gentlemen. Another New Orleans team headed up north. Rummel taking on Ouachita Parish. Yes, I did say it right.
Yes,
I didn't mess it up. How about that?
He did it right.
Hey, it took me 15 weeks to get it right last year, and I got it right on week 0.
He practiced about an hour before.
He was.
Hey,
Archbishop Rummel. Good ball club.
They're expecting Rummel to be back this year. I watched on the Hash It Out show last night, and they're talking about Rummel might be them dudes this year.
I didn't hear.
I don't know.
Who they play?
They're going to play at Ouachita Parish.
That's
so we followed them closely the last few years.
A lot of games I picked against them. They upset teams and won.
Braden, there you go, my man. I'll buy you a po' boy here at the Crawfish House if you tell us who you are.
You got the Mangum score?
Yes, Mangum shuts out Cedar Creek tonight, 33-0. That's a talented running back that's coming back this year.
Yeah, Mangum.
Yeah.
And Cedar Creek's usually a good program.
That's a dang good running back over there at Mangum.
Most definitely.
The state is filled with talent. It's unbelievable how much talent we have.
That's right.
Hey, new coach. New coach down in Central of Baton Rouge.
Yes.
Coach Semino taking over the program. We expect big things from him in a short time frame. How fast can he win will be the question mark. Will he have his team in the playoffs? Will he have his team competing for district titles? Will he have his team in the Dome? That timetable I do not know. But what he's done in a short period since he's taken over, remarkable. He's a hell of a coach, and he's going to do great things over there. But guess what, Gary Swallow?
Yes, sir.
De La Salle is coming into town.
Oh!
De La Salle. Central Baton Rouge. It's a great matchup. I think that's one to keep a close eye on next week, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, Russ?
Yes, sir.
Hey, he asked who Braden was. We've been trying to find out who Braden was for the last 4 years, Cody.
He's our honorary member.
Yeah.
Another big matchup. This game has been circled because this was their only loss last year in the regular season. You know Opelousas High wants this game badly. They're going to go down to Turlings. They're going to go down to Turlings and play the Rebels. That's a hostile environment to go into. That was OHS's only loss last year. You know they're hungry to get that off their back. It ain't going to be easy, though. Preston there at Turlings, that's a really good quarterback, and I'd expect the Rebels to have Dome on their mind this year. Tigers, too.
Yeah, most
Two
definitely.
teams aiming for the Dome, but you know, go and play at Turlings. It's going to be a difference maker.
Turlings has tradition. Turlings tradition, but like we said earlier, Turlings reloads every year. But OHS, this is the year. They are so talented and have such a strong ball club and program. Can they put it together and overpower Turlings? That's going to be the thing, and that's what it's going to have to be. They're going to have to take their physical strength and pound Turlings. That's the only way that they're going to be able to come on top. But can they do it? Only time will tell.
Hey, good matchup between
Most
both
definitely.
programs to start off the season. Somebody's starting 1-0, and somebody might go 9-1.
That's a lot
Correct.
of D1 talent they got in
Man.
that game.
And that's just local around here, man. Just imagine.
State's loaded.
State is loaded with talent.
Hey, I'm excited to see who comes out on that end next week. Tigers can go on the road and win this game.
Right.
Rebels can defend their home turf and win this game. That's why you have to play the game. You
That's
got to
right.
put the football down, and you got to play 4 quarters and see what happens at the end of it.
Right. And it's going to be at Turlings, artificial turf, speed.
Hot, too.
Hot, but it's going speed is going to can OHS utilize their speed? Man, because you know OHS is fast.
Turlings got a lot of speed, too, in that receiver
turf,
core.
that turf
Yes.
adds a mile an hour or two.
Yeah, pretty much. So.
Cecilia, St. Martinville, a date next week, 2
Ooh.
programs. When they meet in the regular season, week 1 just has something very spicy about it.
Right.
Yeah, so you get that game right out the gate, so excited for that matchup. And number 10, ladies and gentlemen, Lafayette Christian Academy versus an Acadiana Wrecking Rams.
Oh, boy.
Wait, who is
Come
it?
on now.
LCA?
You know they've made this a friendly rivalry
LCA.
or
Acadiana.
a real good rivalry these last few years.
I don't know if there's any friendly in that, but I mean,
Yes.
Especially,
Two
especially
great-
after September 1st, they might have some words.
Yeah.
Two great fan
You know.
bases that's going to pack the stadium.
you're right.
Veer, Spread, Johnson going on the road, taking his Knights into battle against the Fear to Veer Wrecking Rams. It's always an exciting matchup. I always love to see the highlights of this one. So if you want to watch this one, ladies and gentlemen, it will be on the radio. You can watch it in person or you can listen to the radio. Acadiana got a radio team this year, so go check it out in
Yeah,
person. You're
gonna
not
be
going to want to miss
interesting.
it. Night Vision TV.
Right.
Night Vision TV.
It's gonna
Gotta
be-
watch it on Night Vision TV
Right.
if you don't attend the game.
Is this going to be at Acadiana or at
Acadiana.
Oh, man. Look out.
That place is going to be
It
rocking.
is going to be. You're
They're-
going to be.
You better
There.
park Thursday night.
Yeah, pretty much.
Once again, loaded on
Correct.
the line.
Correct.
Most definitely.
That's
Most
one.
definitely.
That's one of my favorite matchups every year. The last few years since they've been playing, and should be another instant classic this upcoming week. Jamborees going on all around the state of Louisiana. Thursday tonight, some Friday, some Saturday. The heat has messed things up, pushed some game times back, moved some games around. Safety first for these kids.
Right.
A lot of these teams are playing on turf, so it was a good thing that these programs did by moving these times and moving later on in the season. But let's look at some of the Thursday action. There have been some scores pouring into the chat. So you had Acadia Vermilion Jamboree tonight at Church Point, ERAF versus Eunice. We got that score, Abbeville versus Church Point. That game's currently going on. I'm excited to see the final of that one. Bolton Ford Jamboree, got some scores in from that one. Iowa versus Sam Houston, Iowa versus Jennings, and Jennings versus Sam Houston. Crusader Jamboree right here next door to us.
Right.
They played at Donald Gardner Stadium. Ascension Episcopal versus Thrive Academy, and Vermilion Catholic versus Westminster. If anybody got them scores, please leave them in the chat. Iberia Parish Sugarcane Jamboree at Jeanneret. Delcombe versus Holland Baptist. Jeanneret versus Lowerville. The LCA Jamboree, Lake Charles College Prep and LCA. So that one was a win by LCA. Lafayette Kiwanis at UL Robridge versus Como, no score there. Karen Crow versus Notre Dame, Crow wins. Acadiana versus STM currently at halftime, 7-3. Sulphur Jamboree, that one was in a lightning delay earlier. We have a final with Lake Arthur and West Washington Marion. Lake Arthur comes out on top there. Grand Lake and Westlake might be playing right now. And then Barb and the Ritter later tonight. Friday action, ladies and gentlemen. Our panel will be covering the Joe Nagata Memorial Jamboree down in St. Ed's. So we look at that one. First matchup, Hanson versus J.S. Clark. Then you have Catholic New Iberia versus Opelousas Catholic. Iota versus St. Ed's. We will bring you all three matchups on our platform tomorrow night. Acadia Vermilion at North Vermilion. Crowley versus Kaplan. Excited for that one. North Vermilion versus Rain. Avoyelles Pirates Jamboree at Bunkie. It's a three-way deal between Avoyelles, Bunkie, and Marksville. Lafayette Kiwanis at UL. It will be Lafayette versus Northside, Southside versus St. Martinville, Cecilia versus Turlings. Sulphur has 4 games tomorrow. Pickering versus Vinton, DeQuincy versus Rose Pine, LaGrange versus Sulphur, St. Louis versus Welsh. And then at the St. Landry Pirates Jamboree, right next door to us, at Donald Gardner Stadium, Beauchamp will play Eunice, North Central will play Port Barry, and Northwest will play OHS. Some jamborees from around, and you can move this if you want. This is our week 1 stop. I forgot it was up here. This is our Friday night, and our Bunkie versus Catholic Appointed P is our Thursday night. But some jamborees from around the area, that one of them we get to cover. But I just wanted to shout out those jamborees, and we have scores pouring in all night, and we will also do some announcing of the scores tomorrow night while we're live. All right, before we close this one out, ladies and gentlemen, come on, boy. You gotta be quiet. Come on. Oh goodness, give him some nuts. Give him some nuts. Give Mr. Gary some nuts. All right, district champions picked from the panel, ladies and gentlemen, okay? We're going to start off with the Catholic League. Fries.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness.
I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness.
Don't have no long grass.
Oh, all right. District 9-5A Catholic League, ladies and gentlemen. And we're not going to go far away from the area, but I wanted to get this Catholic League in there because it's loaded.
Right.
You got Rummel, Brother Martin, Holy Cross, Jesuit, Edna Card, John Curtis, or St. Aug. Let's talk about this district. We're going to start with Alex, and we're going to pick our winners. Give me your reasons. Go.
Do you have a coin I can flip? I don't know who it's going to land on. That's Carr's district, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Give me Carr.
Am I getting the Carr?
And you know why? Those 4 letters. K-A-R-R. That's it. Carr.
University of Edna Carr.
Go.
That's how it works. The closest one to them will be
John Curtis matchup.
I'd say the winner of the John Curtis Edna Carr game will be the district champs.
Holden?
You should know better than ask me that. That's my favorite school in Louisiana. I picked them over my alma mater. Carr.
Carr got everything. They got the football team. They got the entrance. They got the band.
They got it.
And the
they
Carr.
got it all.
Now I'm going to go with the defending state champs in this district. Give me John Curtis, Mr. Swallow.
Look what Troy said.
That's good.
He said they returning all their starters.
Okay.
They got a.
I don't know if they go back.
good.
I don't know if they go back and win the state championship.
Remember,
this
they
year.
got an LSU boy on there.
But I'm gonna pick them to win this district.
But notice, I think honestly between it, I think the winner of that matchup is going to be the district champion.
And honestly, you can't sleep on St. Aug. They always seem to upset somebody. Always. Always.
Okay.
It's like daddy.
District 8-2A. Braden chimes in after Carr and Briars them last season and Curtis returning 15 guys. It's Curtis in his opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. District 8-2A. Let's pick a winner here. Ascension Episcopal, Catholic New Iberia, Delcom, Franklin, Lorville, or West St. Mary. Talk to me, Alex.
I like Franklin in that, honestly. Good team coming off of last year. I think they have something rolling there. Ascension might give them a little run, but give me Franklin.
Okay.
Ascension lost.
And you got new coaches.
60% of their starters.
You got new coaches in this district. So, Gary?
Man, that's a toss-up for me. I'll very seldom pick against Laurelville, but I'm like you. I think Franklin has a good shot to take it. But don't underestimate Laurelville. Laurelville's always, whenever I pick against them, they win. And whenever, so I pick with them, they usually lose. I don't know. But.
Mr. Swallow, I'm going to go ahead and say Laurelville wins the district this year.
Okay.
So I'm going to go against you.
Hey.
Yeah,
Holden?
I think Laurelville. I think it's going to be out of Franklin and Laurelville, and I think Laurelville's going to
I'm
win.
gonna go with Jordan Laurelville.
You like Laurelville?
Ascension lost a lot of key players.
Catholic New Iberia got a brand new coach over there that I think he's going to do tremendous work over there in a short period of time. So look for them in the near future.
Right.
Oh, another fry?
I'm sorry, buddy.
7-1-8 district, ladies and gentlemen. We go with Centerville, Central Catholic, Covington Christian, Hanson Memorial, Highland Baptist, Jeanerette, or Vermilion Catholic. Big district. Who wins it?
Main Catholic.
VC.
The Screaming Knicks. Remember how me and you was high on them, bro?
Well, they took a hit this year. You got to remember that they had graduated a big senior class. Central Catholic might be the favorite in this district, but I think Vermilion Catholic is the clear runaway here.
It's VC till it isn't VC.
Yeah, the tradition is there, and they rebuild every year. VC. I got to go with that.
You see yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Self. Brian? Okay, I don't want it. District 6-1A, ladies and gentlemen. One of our favorite 1A districts around the area. Catholic of Point Capee, North Central, Opelousas Catholic, Sacred Heart, St. Ed's, or Westminster. Who wins this district? Mr. Alex. No.
It's gonna be out of OC and Point Capee, but I like Point Capee on that one. They've been getting something rolling over there. Catholic's gonna take it this year.
Gary?
Man, I'm gonna tell you,
OC is the defending district champs 2 years in a row.
Right. My prediction is because I think that they've had some success, and this is going to be their last run to make it, and that's for OC. I think Catholic of Point Capee is going to be tough, but I think OC is going to take it.
Catholic of Point Capee, brand new spread offense.
That's what I'm saying, though. Brand new.
Holden?
Brand new.
I like Point Capee this year. I really do.
Go Point Capee.
Point Capee. I'm going to go out on a limb. Give me St. Ed's.
Really?
They get OC at home. That could be the district championship game there. I'm going to roll with St. Ed's Blue Jays. That talented running back they got.
Good.
I forgot
about him, too. Yeah. But, hey, it can happen. It can happen.
Go to your uncle. District 5, 1A, ladies and gentlemen.
Go see Cody.
Basile, East Beauregard, Elton, Maryville, Gaydon, Hamilton Christian, or Oberlin. When we talked earlier in the year, I said that this Oberlin-Basile matchup would be the district championship game, and then I said I'm kind of leaning towards Oberlin. But I've had a shift this summer, Gary Swallow.
Right, me too.
Mr. Holden, Mr. Cody, Mr. Alex. And I think Basile is going to win this district championship and represent and go into the playoffs. What do y'all think?
First off, Maryville, East Bow, I hope they actually get to play football. Them Flyers getting real close to their schools. So say a prayer for them, and hopefully they'll go unscathed and get this season underway. But man, I still like Oberlin. They have something about them. Last year they kind of jumped out and surprised a lot of people, in my opinion. But I do agree it could be Basile and Oberlin, but I like Oberlin.
You like Oberlin?
Yeah.
Gary?
I'll be honest with you, man. I was kind of going towards Oberlin, but their club got cut. They got a small ball club now. Huh? They lost.
They don't have the biggest numbers that they've recently had.
And I think that's going to hurt them towards the end. I think Basile is going to end up taking it. I think it's going to be Basile's district to lose.
Good pick.
Holden?
You know,
I don't really know too much about these teams, but just going with my gut, I think I'm gonna take Basile in this one.
Mr. Cody.
I'm gonna go Basile too.
Okay. District 5 2A. Is everybody in a clear agreement here and says Notre Dame Pios is going to win this district again?
Yeah.
oh yeah, I would say so.
Is the closest team to question them this year, would it be Welsh?
Always. It's always
Yeah.
Welsh and Notre Dame.
Okay.
That's the two.
Except when Kinder was in that, but that's it's a dead issue now.
So we like Notre Dame over the Quincy, Grand Lake, Lake Arthur, Vinton, and Welsh this year in that district?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
District 5 3A, ladies and gentlemen. Abbeville, Crawley, Erath, Kaplan, St. Martinville. They might have a state champion in that district this year, so why wouldn't I pick them to win the district championship? Give me St. Martinville.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Kaplan,
The same thing.
a few years ago, Kaplan, kind of ran that district, but St. Martinville is just talented everywhere, and they've been there recently.
If
So
they've
give
ever
me
was
that.
going to win it all, this is the year to do
Yeah,
it.
see, Abbeville was up here, and then I'm with you on that. I
But
agree.
Erath makes a huge jump this year with the talented quarterback they got.
And look what they did tonight.
Abbeville's rushing attack and stingy defense is something to see. I mean, look what Abbeville's doing to Church Point right now.
Abbeville and Erath, that might be
26-20 right now with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, that could be a matchup there.
And then you look at Kaplan, the style of football they play, and they always bring troubles to opposing defense. So I think St. Martinville's the clear favorite, but it won't be easy to get there.
That's going to be a toss-up district in my eyes. It's going to be basically injury-free. Make sure everybody stays healthy and don't have anything happen freaky. So it's going to come up.
Yeah, it could very well be. That's why we play the game.
That's right, most definitely.
District 5 4A, ladies and gentlemen. Beauchamp, Breaux Bridge, Cecilia, Livonia, or OHS. Who wins this district?
OHS.
OHS district.
You think so?
OHS.
I mean, OHS has to go to Cecilia this year, and you know how well coached that team is. You know they have a bad taste in their mouth from last year.
Well, I remember they game last
The
year.
respect that we have for both of those programs, the respect we have for the coaches in that district. Will it be that easy?
I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think OHS has the talent to do it.
They should win it. Barring some injuries, barring something crazy happening, bad weather night. They're the odds-on favorites to win that district.
In my eyes, this is OHS's district to lose.
I like OHS.
OHS.
Yeah, I like OHS.
4-2A Avoyelles, Holy Savior Menard, Oakdale, Pickering, or Rose Pond.
Ooh, wow.
Avoyelles, new coach.
New offense.
Rose Pond, new coach. Holy Savior Menard, Oakdale, Pickering. Talk to me about that one.
I'm going to go with Mikey and Oakdale.
You like Oakdale?
I'm going Oakdale.
I think Oakdale might be with new coaches, they might be the most
stable.
That's what the word I'm looking for. Stable program out of that whole district this year. It's a lot of unknowns. Oakdale did a little something last year, so yeah, give me Oakdale.
Yeah.
You like Oakdale? Holden, who you like?
If Avoyelles coach would have returned, I would have probably.
They're running
picked
the same offense. I
same
saw
offense.
them in the
Are they gonna
scrimmage. I saw them in the scrimmage. St. Thomas More just took the lead on Acadiana.
Yeah. I think it's out of Avoyelles and Oakdale. Give me an Oakdale this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oakdale.
I would love to know where that Oakdale Rose Pond game is.
Right.
I think Rose Pond
Sleeper.
could be the sleeper of this district. I'm going to lean a little bit towards their way and pick Rose Pond because Oakdale, they lost Cedric Allison.
Right.
What will they have returning in the backfield? They always reload, but I'm curious to see before I can put a label on this district of who's in that backfield.
Correct. And I agree with you.
District 4 3A, ladies and gentlemen. Church Point, Iota, Mamou, Northwest, Pine Prairie, Woodbury, and Ville Platte.
A lot of new.
You got a lot of new coaches here. Church Point got a new coach. Colbert got a new coach. Ville Platte got a new coach. Pine Prairie got a new coach. Northwest still same guy. Iota still same guy. Mammoth still same guy. Church Point, Iota, it came down to week 10 last year for the district championship. I think it comes down to week 10 again. This time the game will be at Church Point. Give me the Battling Bears to win the district title this year.
I gotta go with you on that. I think Church Point's gonna really surprise some people, and you know they got talent, new coach, new philosophy, I guess. Give me the Bears, Church Point.
Talk to them. Go down there.
He's thinking.
I'm gonna go to Point.
You like Church Point?
Man, that's tough. Give me Iota this year.
You like Iota?
Yep.
Okay.
Bulldog, huh?
Yep.
I'm gonna just say the winner of
Oh, I
that
forgot
game.
this is your district.
The winner of that game. The winner of that game.
Homer.
Iota Church Point is gonna probably be the champions.
I forgot this is
I'm
Alex's
not,
district.
I'm not a homer. Y'all might say I'm a homer,
I'm
but
just messing with you, buddy.
I'm realistic. There's a lot of new.
Who'd you pick?
I haven't picked yet. About to.
He's thinking.
There's a lot of new going on in there. There's a lot of rebuilding, I think.
Hey, you
with
get Church Point at
programs.
home.
You get Church Point at home. We saw Iota twice last year, and it wasn't as far as it showed, especially in the playoff
That
game.
game circle.
Give me the Raiders to get back on top, and
Raiders.
that's not a homer pick.
The Raiders will win the district title because Alex Fontenot said so.
That's right.
Alex 316.
Hey, big district right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, Lord.
It's a hell of a district.
That is.
Right there. And let's talk about 4A. Lafayette Christian Academy, North Vermilion, North Side, St. Thomas More, Turlings, and Westgate. Wow. You got D1 talent all over this district. I mean, North Vermilion, didn't they just went to the quarterfinals last year? So
Big upsets.
you can't count anybody out in this district. They're talented, and they got some teams that could very well be in New Orleans at the end of the year. Who wins this district? Right here.
You can't pick a winner out of that.
You can pick a
You
winner.
can't pick a winner out
You
of that.
can. It just might not be right.
Oh man. I would say St. Thomas More or LCA, but you know, last year. Hey, give me STM.
You like STM?
Give me LCA.
LCA, St. Thomas More, LCA, Holden.
Let me get a
Check back in week 5 with us.
man.
Huh?
Check back in week 5.
The smart pick is LCA.
Or says a St. Thomas More. I mean, coming off a state championship.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna go to LCA.
Give me St. Thomas More.
St. Thomas More,
LCA.
LCA. Westgate wins the district championship.
It could happen.
Okay, Jordan.
It could happen.
My pick sounds better than the Northwest pick.
Okay.
Right? But
Nice weather outside, isn't it?
it's gonna be some great games.
Yeah.
For sure. LCA, talented quarterback,
Yeah.
talented team. St. Thomas More, talented quarterback,
Yes, most
talented team. Turlings, talented quarterback, talented team. Westgate, you got what? Texas commit on their team. You got what?
The defensive tackle, Damarian Johnson, is committed to LSU.
So you got D1 commits
Yeah.
all in this district. So
Not a bad pick, Jordan.
I mean, Westgate,
No, I
That's
mean,
not a
that's,
bad
that's,
pick.
Westgate secondary,
I mean, that district
Westgate's
can win.
offense.
Is that the best district in the state?
I mean,
Second best?
They
Pretty
got
close.
they got some good ones. But I like that one. 4-5-8, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to Baton Rouge for a second.
do it.
Hey, Daddy's working. Go see Mom.
Oh.
Catholic of Baton Rouge, Central of Baton Rouge, Liberty Magnet, Scotlandville, Woodlawn of Baton Rouge, or Zachary.
Ooh,
Big
Lord.
Z. Give me the Z.
You like Coach Brew and Zachary?
Give me Zachary.
Catholic of Baton Rouge, brand new coach.
Give me Zachary.
Central, brand new coach. Zachary, Coach Brew, You like the Z or what, Gary?
Until
You like Catholic of Baton Rouge?
Oh, I like Catholic of Baton Rouge, but I'm picking Zachary.
Okay, Zachary.
I'm sorry. I think
They're loaded.
Yeah,
they're loaded.
Now that they got Trey Dez Green from LSU,
Uh-huh.
LSU commit, I think Zachary's gonna get it. That's retarded.
We'll go with Zachary.
Yeah, I'm going Zachary myself. Catholic of Baton Rouge
Across the board.
could be, how you say that? Could be that team to give them fits though. 338, I also love this district. Iowa, Jennings, Kinder, Lake Charles College Prep, South Beauregard, St. Louis, and West Lake.
My goodness.
It's a loaded district, and I got a state champion in this district. So you know who I'm going with.
Already without a game being played?
Yes, I picked him when I sat down on the stadium tour.
I already know you're gonna pick.
Mr. Alex, big district, competitive games week in and week out. Who wins this district? 338. That's a nice district.
That is a nice district.
Iowa.
You like Iowa?
Me too.
Iowa?
I like Iowa.
Iowa? St. Louis wins this district, and I got him in the dome.
Really?
It's a good pick.
24 seniors on this ball club is going to lead that team.
They had a good year last year.
Yeah, they had a decent year.
And they get Iowa, and they got to go to Iowa, so that'd be a big test
Yeah.
for sure. I love it. Usually we go against Gary, but now y'all going against me. 3-4A, the Ritter, Eunice, LaGrange, Leesville, Rain, or Washington Marion.
Leesville, yeah.
The defending district champion in this district is Eunice.
I know.
Leesville. They're different.
You know who I wouldn't sleep on? Rain.
Rain?
True.
Rain lost a lot of close games last year.
Yes.
A lot. It seems like they always good.
Yeah.
Got some talented backs in this district for sure.
Right.
You know what? Give me Eunice.
You like Eunice?
Yep.
Boy, Rain.
You like Rain?
I said Leesville.
Leesville? I'm going to roll with Eunice myself. I think they're going to be...
I know the scrimmage doesn't mean... I mean, yeah, it means some, but they got some size, Eunice.
Yeah.
I actually seen a picture of their football team.
Right.
Yeah, I like Eunice in this district. 2-3A, Bolton, Buckeye, Bunkie, Caldwell Parish, Gina, or Marksville. Who wins this district?
Buckeye.
Caldwell Parish.
Caldwell Parish?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with any one of them on
Well, you
there.
better get familiar. You got a week to prepare.
I know. I'll get it.
Oh, y'all going out Thursday?
Let's go. Go Buckeye. That's fine.
Buckeye.
Yeah.
Come
why
on
not?
now, Gary.
Buckeye.
Long shot. Buckeye.
I like Caldwell.
You're making me look bad on this panel.
Buckeye.
Who?
Give me the Gina Giants.
It's a good pick.
That's a good pick. That's because we don't know nothing about that district.
Caldwell's good.
Caldwell
always
Caldwell
good.
Parish always is good.
Caldwell
Yeah.
got athletes usually.
And the sleeper is Bunkie.
Yeah.
All right. We got an update here from the sports reporter himself. He's our sideline reporter. Abbeville 26, Church Point 20, 54 seconds remaining. Church Point just fumbled at Abbeville's 10-yard line going in.
Oh my
man.
goodness.
That Abbeville defense
They scrappy, man.
does it again.
They always been scrappy.
Hey, I got two more districts for you, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know we live, son? I got two more districts for you. 838. Berwick, Donaldsonville, E.D. White, Patterson, or St. James. That's a good district, too. St. James?
Yeah, Eddie White was full of seniors last year.
Same James.
Troy, I need your help.
I mean, I think it comes down to St. James and E.D. White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Troy.
St. James.
We're still in the
But
channel.
E.D.
Need
White
your
lost a
help.
lot of people last year.
Yeah, but they always.
Yeah, man, they got a
always
really
good.
good program
they
there.
rebuild good,
They
yes.
rebuild every year. But I like St. James in this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going with E.D. White.
Ladies and gentlemen, final district to talk about tonight. New Iberia Senior High, Lafayette High, Como, Karen Crow, Sulphur, Barb, Sam Houston, Southside, Acadiana, District 3, 5, 8.
That's a sleepy good district.
That's a really good district.
I'm not picking.
Southside was the district champs
No.
last year. Talk to me. Who wins this district? Is it a new blood? Is it Southside again? Does Acadiana get back on top? Let's go.
Wrecking Rams.
You like the Wrecking Rams?
It's going to be
You
the
like
win-
Southside.
Yeah, I do like Southside.
know you do.
But guess what? It's going to be the winner of Como and Acadiana. That's going to be the district champions.
Como.
Not Como. Carencro.
Karen Crow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Carencro.
okay.
I'm sorry. It started with a C. That's all.
Karen Crow and Acadiana game will decide your district
That,
champ.
yes,
Okay. Holden.
that will decide.
A few of my buddies told me that Acadiana is going to be back. I'm going with Acadiana.
Cody.
I'm going with Karen Crow.
You like Karen Crow? Okay. I'm gonna roll with the Wrecking Rams myself. I think they get things back on track this year.
That's going to be a ball game,
It's hard
though.
to keep them down.
I know, but that's going to be a ball game.
Yes, indeed. Hey, state champs from last year. Destrehan, Lutcher, Manny, Oak Grove, John Curtis, St. Thomas More, St. Charles, and Ouachita Christian. Your runner-ups a year ago. Ruston, North Dakota, Union Parish, Homer, Brother Martin, LCA, Dunham, and Vermilion Catholic. How many of those 8 will repeat this year?
Ooh. One thing about those names, man, it's almost every year you see them at least in the semis, if not in the dome. Those teams are just
Okay.
loaded every year. Give me half of them. Give me at least 4.
Well, you don't even know if there's going to be 9 games this year with
Yeah.
the playoff format.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another story.
So
We don't know.
I'm going to go with mine. Y'all could just piggyback off me if y'all are like. I think Destrehan has a really good shot to get back.
Yeah,
I think Oak Grove has one of the best opportunities to get back. I think St. Thomas More can very well find themselves back in the title picture. I think Ouachita Christian can very well find their way back there. Those teams are I would say, locks right now to get back to the Dome and win it all. Destrehan, Oak Grove, St. Thomas More, and Ouachita Christian would be my 4.
I feel like Destrehan gets slept on so much. Remember last year?
Yeah.
They were a sleeping
They were
giant.
sleeping, and they were undefeated.
They were undefeated. They always
Uh,
good.
St. Charles is going for like a 3 or 4 Pete.
Yeah.
So, runner-ups wise, if y'all don't have anything to add on that, out of these runner-ups, who has the best opportunity to get back and win the title? Ruston, North Dakota, Union Parish, Homer, Brother Martin, LCA, Dunham, or Vermilion Catholic. Here's mine. I think Ruston has a really good shot. I think North Dakota has a really good shot. I think LCA has a really good shot. And out of that list, that's my 3.
I agree.
I like
Ruston
3
or
out
Ruston
of
or
8.
LCA.
I was just thinking Ruston and LCA. That was the only 2. North Dakota got a good shot too, but I don't know.
I really like Ruston this year.
Give me some teams that are not in this picture that could very well be in at the end of the year.
No, I'm just playing.
And the Dome?
Yes.
Come on.
Karen Crow.
Karen Crow.
Get off of that.
I'm thinking of my helmets.
Iowa.
Iowa.
But yeah, I think,
Iowa.
Iowa.
Yeah.
You like Karen Crow. Acadiana.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look at Turlings could possibly be there.
Yeah.
OHS.
OHS could be there. ULAB could be there.
Carr.
And the Corps
And
could
the
very
Corps.
well be there. We know Warren Easton won't be there. I
Yeah.
think St. Martinville has a really good shot.
Right.
I think Lake Charles College Prep has their opportunities. So there's a field that we could see down the road that could very well be there this upcoming season. We just have to keep a close eye. We'll know more in the first 5 weeks.
Yeah. The winner.
And St. James, Troy.
Yeah.
I was waiting on him to
The-
pop up
the winner-
in the chat.
To me, the winner of the Acadiana, Karen Crow district, all that's going to be probably one that has a good shot to take it
Yes,
all the
sir.
way. So the winner of that district, because they're going to beat each other. That district's going to beat each other up. You know that. And whoever wins that district's going to be. But I'm going to tell you, I'm thinking OHS is going to make a run. I think OHS is going to really make a run. So
It's possible.
Catholic of Baton Rouge could be back.
yep.
Zachary could be back.
A lot of them
St. Louis could be there. Westgate could very well
will
be
be
there.
there. Yeah.
Got some good matchups for sure. St. Landry Parish team gets there, yes or no?
St. Landry Parish team.
OHS.
OHS.
Gets there, yes or no?
OHS is the only one that I think is going to
No.
have a
Do
shot.
they
yes.
get there, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, okay. No.
No.
Okay.
Does
So
a
we saw him
St.
slip
Landry
last year.
Parish
I don't know.
Yes,
St. Landry.
OHS. Yes or no?
Just depends how they fall, but they have the opportunity to. So
So no.
I'm in the middle.
Cody?
I see, yeah.
Yes. And I'm going to say yes myself. I think it's their best opportunity to get there.
This is their year.
It's dome or bust.
This is their year.
Most confident from the Acadiana area to get there. One team. I'm going with Westgate. I'm
From-
most,
oh, from
I'm most
Acadiana-
confident
Acadiana
from the
area.
Acadiana area.
Westgate.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, Westgate's got the best shot to me.
Okay.
Acadiana.
Acadiana.
Acadiana. Okay.
Just because I just feel like their district is so hard. It's not that I want to pick them. I'm just going by the easier
Right.
schedule.
Hey, matchups live up to last year? Maybe not. I mean, they got a new vote coming soon. We have to keep an eye out on these playoff systems. I know there's a lot of frustration at the table around the state of Louisiana. There's a lot of people happy around the state. Great that it's happening again, but it's not our place. We just go with what they tell us the playoffs will be this year. But two more for you. Best moment from state championship weekend would be what in your favorite game memory?
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Would it be the Westgate stop on the goal line, first and goal from the 1, and then the 4th down stand?
What a game.
That would be that would be the best one for me, as far as the history.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was it because we were there, we were watching it right there.
Fort Barry State Championship would be yours. You got to play in that game.
Oh yeah,
seeing Edna Cora enter would be your favorite thing.
most
Alex?
definitely.
I really, there's so many good games when it goes to state championships, and over the years, I like seeing the new guys come in and just seeing those guys experience that,
For the very first time.
especially when they weren't picked and they go run the table as a little lower seed. That's what I like. I just like seeing the new guys come in there and make a name for themselves and experience that.
It's kind of like a family vacation that we've turned it into. We're there every year. We haven't missed a year, and going on, 10 plus years now. And I just enjoy the weekend with my family. I enjoy the weekend with my staff here at Under the Lights. It's always a great time. I don't want to think about the dome now. I want to worry about week 1 now.
Yeah.
All right, last thing, and then we'll close this one out. Favorite player coming into this year, players to watch. Who would be your favorite player coming into this year? It was Trey Holly last year for a lot of us. So if we could find another one this year, who would it be?
Give me Harlem Berry, running back.
Let me give you some guys to maybe base your answer off of, players to watch this year.
Damn, Breed.
Maybe your favorites. St. Thomas More quarterback, LCA's quarterback, Turling's quarterback, St. Martin's Episcopal's running back, St. Ed's is running back, OHS is running back, St. Martinville's running back, Leesville's running back, Avoyo's running back, Abbeville's fullback / D tackle, Port Barry's running back, Opelousas Catholic's quarterback, Crawley's running back, Lake Arthur's quarterback, ERAF's quarterback, Kinder's slot guy, Catholic of Point of Peace quarterback, Marksville's secondary, they got some guys there, Rains running back, Northside's running back, Bunky's quarterback, Northwest is outside linebacker, Iowa's running back, Acadiana, the ACA, the homeschool, they got the quarterback over there, very talented kid. Centerville got that linebacker / tight end we talked to. Westminster of Lafayette's got the quarterback. Avoyo's got the running back. St. Louis got a really talented linebacker. There's so many out there that could possibly be your favorite this year, but who will it be? You said
I like Harlan Berry.
You like Harlan Berry?
He's going
from
to be the
St.
new
Martin's
Trey
Episcopal?
Holland.
St. Martin's Episcopal?
Fast, run people over. It's going to be electric.
Final score: St. Thomas More beats Acadiana 17-7.
Interesting.
Gary?
I'm going to say it's going to be in the quarterback at LCA.
You like Juwan Johnson?
I like him, but I also like one at STM. I think those two are going to be neck and neck, but I'm giving the edge to LCA's quarterback.
Holden, favorite player this coming year?
Just because I interact with him with Twitter, I'm Juwan Johnson, cornerback / quarterback for LCA.
OHS is quarterback.
OHS is quarterback? Okay. Looking at this list this year, a lot of these guys we know on a personal level. I'm going to go ahead and go with we're going favorite player, correct? Let's go defensive side of the ball. Mr. Over there at St. Louis, the linebacker that's made our weekly show every year.
Yeah, he's going to be good.
And then I like Juwan Johnson a lot.
Yeah.
Who wins player of the year? Yeah, I think Juwan Johnson wins player of the year.
Probably.
It's a toss-up. It's between him,
Don McKinley.
There's another one. Deshaun McBride, the #1 safety in Louisiana. He's like the #3 safety in the country. But Trey Green. So that's really hard to see who's going to be Louisiana Gatorade Player of the Year. I think it's going to probably be Trey Green or something.
Okay.
It's really hard in week 0.
Yeah.
To figure out all that.
A lot of the stuff we talked about tonight, will just be out the window next week.
Right.
So let's go and close this one out. Final words before we head into the season, Mr. Alex Fontenot.
It's here. We're back. Exciting times. Hope it cools off in a hurry, but football's back no matter what. So grab your sweat towel and enjoy.
Gary, final words as we head into week 1.
I'm ready. Let's go. The season has begun. Let's make it happen. Can't wait to work our way to the dome.
Holden?
I'm ready to freeze and watch a game.
I would love to do that.
No, I'm just ready.
We've
for
done
the
that
year,
a couple
man.
times.
It's time. It's football time.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the cold weather.
There you
That's
go.
it.
And to cook something for
That's
the crew.
it.
If y'all didn't know, this is our chef
By
for
far.
Under the Lights.
He stirs a good pot.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight to Under the Lights Week 0 edition here at the Crawfish House in Opelousas, Louisiana. It's been an absolute honor to talk some football here tonight, get to know the staff, get to know the owners here. They're a gold sponsor for us this year, so big things are in store. Player of the Game will be honored to free meals here this year. A lot to talk about for this season. You can catch the guys next week, Wednesday night, about an 8:30 kickoff-ish. Around that time, we'll be live from the studio at Gary Swallow's place, breaking down some week 1 action, picking some games from around the state. It should be a great season, and we want to welcome everybody back to Under the Lights and take this ride with us for the next 15 weeks. You're definitely going to enjoy it. We enjoy what we do, and we can't wait to bring you great high school football throughout the state of Louisiana. Thanks, everyone, for being great supporters to this program and everything that you have done throughout these last few years. Thanks to the crew tonight for sitting down with me. Thanks to the ownership here for letting us host it here. I know it's a late one. Let's get on out of here. Guys, got to work tomorrow. Thank you guys for another season of Under the Lights, my friends.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Week 1 is here. We'll see you next week live on Wednesday night, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Jordan Taylor, Mr. Alex Fontenot, Mr. Gary Swallow, Mr. Holden Lee, Mr. Cody Fontenot, Mr. John there in the back, Miss Isabella, Miss Holly.